A court in Germany has just ruled that a group of Islamist extremists who were patrolling the streets of Wuppertal in orange vests bearing the words Sharia police can actually be tried. The Wuppertal District Court overturned a previous case which ruled that they weren't actually doing anything wrong at all. The judge found that the extremists patrolling the streets didn't actually amount to any criminal violations of the ban on uniforms. That decision sparked a lot of controversy in Germany and led to an appeal by prosecutors, and that's where we're at now. But what's funny about this is the fact that they're policing the streets, trying to impose their own ideas on other people, handing out these pamphlets, warning people against gambling, wearing these Sharia police vests. And what's actually against the rules here is the fact that you can't wear uniforms like this in the streets of Germany. So I guess, for obvious reasons, going back to World War II, Germany is very sensitive when it comes to
uniforms in the streets,
right? So that's actually what they found to be able to pin these guys on something, because apparently they weren't doing anything wrong before this. And that pissed off a lot of people in Germany who, especially now given the political climate we're in, there's a lot of talk about refugees coming in from the Middle East in Germany, and you have this very strong right wing. I mean, there were just these numbers coming out recently from this one research done saying that 60% of people in Germany believe that Islam doesn't really fit in their country. I mean, we've heard the same rhetoric, here in the U.S., Ben Carson, for example, saying there shouldn't be a Muslim president. We hear that sentiment a lot, but I mean, to find that, these guys aren't doing anything wrong, policing the streets, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that the right wing really will grab onto and say, see, they're taking over. This is like a Fox News story that Fox News would take and run with. But still, I mean, I think it's surprising that they weren't really pinned on anything more serious than violating this uniform code.
Well, they're a nuisance. They're the moral police, the hall monitors that are self-appointed, that are going around slut-shaming women. Porn is bad, alcohol is bad, gambling is bad, and they're self-appointed. I mean, how sanctimonious can you get? Yes, it's a nuisance, but the fact that this authority, this municipal authority, decided to criminalize it, this judge, that's remarkable, because in December of 2015, this Sven Lau character, that's the head of this, the leader, he was actually, in 2015, he was found to have done nothing wrong. He's on a police watch list. He's been known for trying to recruit jihadis to go fight in Syria, and yet the only thing that they could actually do with this guy is get him on a uniform charge. Perhaps they should, take a better look at how to deal with this issue.
They caught him buying like night vision goggles and sending them over to Syria for the fighters as well. So these men, this group of men, they're aged between 24 and 35. They're self-proclaimed Salafists, a very hardline sect of Islam, and they're going around policing the streets. What the hell? I mean, if you really hate this culture so much, why don't you get the hell out, right? And go somewhere else where that kind of shit is tolerated. You can't go to a free country where people have the freedom of religion, freedom to wear whatever the hell they want. If you want to gamble, you can gamble. What are you doing there in the first place? And there is a strong community of Salafists in Germany. It's over 1,800 people are proclaiming that they are Salafists. So I mean, that's a scary number, and this is the kind of stuff, like I said, that that right wing anti-immigrant sentiment, that's really where this kind of stuff comes from.
He's a poster boy. He's made himself a poster boy for why this is bad, and if Germany doesn't take a more hardline stance against this type of behavior, you could see how, because originally there was nothing done to him. So, and I'm wondering what kind of sentence, is he serving any jail time, do we know?
Well, not yet, but we're going to have to see. Let's go full screen on this image. This is, I mean, what they might look like when they're patrolling the streets minus the orange vest. They're certainly not the fashion police,
thugs,
that's for sure.
Right?
What is that, Argyle? Come on now.
That was funny. So now they've taken off their uniforms and they're just like thugs in the hood.
Yeah, I guess, if they take off the vests, well, now they're not doing anything wrong. They can go and police the streets by law.
Are they bullying? Do we know if they're just bullying people or shaming
people? That's what it is. It's bullying, if anything, right? They're using religion as a reason.
Has the moral police.
A lot of countries around the world do have these unofficial police that people are scared of, and they kind of keep a watchful eye. But I mean, just for obvious reasons, again, Germany is a very liberal country, right? They have to be. Okay, they've changed their image. Now they're, one of the leading progressive countries in the world. So it's hard. They don't want to crack down on this kind of stuff, but still it goes against, the security of the state at the same time to be, facilitating this kind of crap and letting it happen.
Yeah, self-appointed security agents slut-shaming people on the street. Tricky. That's not something you want to see.
It's very tricky. So apparently, out of everything that these guys may or may not have done wrong, it's apparently the vests that made them stand trial.